back from that break, as a matter of fact, it is still Global Morning, and the second discussion is on where we are looking at the security situation in Rivers State. It's not just about the state of emergency that has been declared, but then what is the security situation? Are we going to get into more of what we are running from, which is crisis? What are the youths saying? What is Fubara saying? Is he just going to be quiet? What about his supporters if he's quiet? We have our guest, Dr. Moses Saleh, who is already doing justice to it. Many thanks for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right. You can now go ahead.
Like I know, as I was saying earlier, I said that if there is any hope, or if there are people thinking in the direction which I'm thinking, that if we should rescue our democracy and entrench the fundamental principles of democratic rule and governance, is that we should take advantage of this charade that we call political parties, their ineptitude and all that, to establish a new political party, a new national, I'm not talking of a sectional or tribal or religious party, a new national political party that will take advantage of the existing technology in the country and all over the world to galvanize the people on a sound political ideology that will be able to take power to bring dividends of democracy to our nation. Because if these existing political parties, they are, hopelessly incurable, because the money bags have taken over these parties, and as long as they dominate and populate these parties, there is no way we can have the kind of democracy that we deserve. So young minds like me should be able to be thinking in that direction. Float a new political party, take advantage of the technology, enroll as much as you can, and encourage people when they are galvanized and they begin to make their contribution, intellectual contribution, paying their dues and all that, having equal stake like every other person. You will see that our democracy will begin to take shape. As long as we have these people, if we don't push them out of the space, we will not have the kind of democracy we deserve. We will not. Because once we will start doing anything now, these same people, they will begin to bring religious and a tribal sentiment to divide the nation. That has been their strategy from day one. The religious sentiment and tribal sentiment to divide the populace and all that. But we can take advantage of technology, which is highly penetrative, and be able to galvanize people. When people begin to, even voting process can be used, technology can be used, and all that, so that we can be able to, bring in fresh minds into political offices to be able to change the course of our nation. If we don't do that, I can remember some years ago, in Ibadan, when Emmanuel Macron, that is the president of France, the research that took him to the presidency was done at the University of Ibadan, where he did everything, went and started a new political party. The old political parties were decimated, and before you could say it, he became the president of France. So we should think in that direction and be able to, see how we can be able to, to throw away these old political parties that have not taken us anywhere, and be able to entrench young and fresh minds into leadership positions and change the course of our nation. That is the way. If we continue to queue behind them in these old parties, you won't go anywhere, because they won't allow you. So let's start something new, take advantage of existing technology, galvanize the nation, and be able to, entrench, be able to entrench fresh minds in spaces that will change the course of our democracy.
All right, thank you, Doc. Talking about the formation of a new political party, that reminds me of the fact that the people thinking about forming a political party are still people who are being recycled from one party to the other. I could remember last week I was in a press conference where the former presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, talking about Atiku Abubakar, and the former governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, and some other politicians were there. And they said they are concerned political leaders. And the question was asked if that is a coalition they are about to form. And Atiku answered yes, that it is a coalition. Now the problem is that instead of a fresh, they are going to come up with a fresh party, the name of a party. The name is fresh, but the people that we have running this party are people that have moved from one party or the other to form this. What would you have to say about such coalition? Do you think that kind of coalition would stand to address the situation that we have in this country? In just a few minutes, we are almost done. Our time is up.
I don't see anything meaningful coming out from that coalition because it's, like changing, it's like old wine in a new bottle. So I don't see anything. Are they throwing any idea? Are they bringing any fresh idea that you think that if I interrogate this idea is likely to bring it? What people are fighting for is that they want to occupy leadership positions. You must have it at the back of your mind that this is what these guys are looking for. They are disgruntled because they couldn't find leadership. El Rufai was denied a ministerial position in the APC government. And that is the reason why you see him pouring his venom from one end to another. Is it Atiku Abubakar? He has been trying to be president for years. He has not gotten it. And he has not given up. Or any other person you can see amongst them there. They are all looking for positions to occupy. So that the old order continues.
That's true, Doc. In fact, I think I'll need to have you some other time again because this is a topic that I really want us to talk about. Our time is already up. Thank you very much, Dr. Moses Saleh, for adding your voice to the conversation today. I wanted talking about Aldo Ogbe because he's someone that I know very well, but then time is not on our side to talk about that today. I hope to have you on the show subsequently. Thank you very much, Doctor. All right, let's go on a quick break. After this break, we'll return and we'll bring Global Morning to a close. Stay with us.
All right, now this is where we wrap it up on the program, Global Morning. And of course, hope you were well embraced with the security issues in the state of emergency in River State. Right, Ramsey?
Yes, that's it. I think Doctor did justice to
it. Of course. Dr. Moses Saleh will always do justice, who is a political scientist and, of course, security expert on that forte. And with that, we're wrapping it up on the program. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program with us from 7 a.m. till now. I am Jumai Manson. And my co-host, another person then.
Ramsey Okago is my name. Thanks for joining us. Our other programs are coming up after Global Morning. Many thanks for staying with us.
Have an amazing day ahead. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Global Morning.
Death toll from flooding.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure. Incidentally, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rates as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call the police station, before they even leave, they take permission from
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
the struggle with the ASU strike.
Minister of Education volunteered and said, give me 2 weeks.
It was a lie. The president never gave me any deadline.